Hi everyone, welcome. We'll continue with the spoiler for the GL Like a Palette series, so maybe I should stop worrying about everyday things and focus on change and whether I'll be able to sleep tonight. The thing is, even though we'd done it before, it wasn't very often. Probably because after the first two times, she was really busy with work, and when my comics started to become popular, so was I. So we didn't have many opportunities to sleep in our own rooms. And besides, it wasn't always for that reason when we slept together. Many times we were so tired that we just passed out. But now, starting today, we'll sleep in the same bed every night. We'll make up and see each other's faces. We'll be in each other's eyes. It's exciting and very new for me. The knock on the door caught my attention. I knew exactly who it was. Day said she'd come at 2 to help me pack, and the move was scheduled, but it seemed to have arrived earlier than expected. The clock had only struck 1:30. I set my clothes aside and went to open the door to greet my dear P. And as always, she came with her hands full of food. Every time Day visited, she brought me snacks, as if she wanted to fatten me up. Without realizing it, my cheeks were rounder and I had gained a little weight, but she always kept saying I looked very pretty. I mean, I'm a bit vain, so yes, I accept the compliment. That day, my dear Day brought me a brownie and orange juice. Once again, she hit the nail on the head. I was craving something sweet at that exact moment. Let's recharge our batteries, Jane. We started sharing our energy with the snacks, while I devoured mine eagerly. Day simply smiled and watched me take a sip of her ice cream. She wanted her to enjoy it too, so I took a piece of brownie and offered it to her. I took a bite and smiled even more. I know her habits well. Although she likes to take care of me and everything else, she loves me. She takes such good care of me when she feeds me. Every time I offer her something, her eyes light up with a smile. She's so sweet, so beautiful, the most amazing person in the world. I wonder how I could have thought so badly of Day in the first place. I wish I could go back in time and slap myself 10 times. It's 8:30. Even though Day's mom helped move our things from the old dorm room with the van around 3 p.m., and we picked up Day's belongings from her old room at 3:30, the problem is it's almost 9 p.m. and we still haven't finished organizing the new room. The truth is, the furniture and shelves we bought in advance helped a lot, but it's still a mess. I had already pictured the scene, the two of us wrapped in a blanket watching something together, but it looked like it was going to be a night of work. As I hung clothes in the closet, I let out a sigh without realizing it. However, it didn't escape Day's watchful eye that I was making the bed. What was that all about? Not daring to admit I was disappointed because we probably wouldn't have anything that night. "It's nothing." "Tired?" she asked. "You can shower and eat something if you want. I'll take care of the laundry." "I'm fine. I'm not tired," I said. Day didn't say anything else, but she raised an eyebrow as she looked at me as if pondering my behavior. I, on the other hand, acted naturally, as if nothing was wrong, and continued hanging up the laundry for both of us. Who could guess what was going through someone's mind, especially when they gave such obvious signs? But I was completely wrong. At 8:40, when we finally finished getting everything ready, I asked to shower first. While I was under the water, feeling it run over me, the other person suddenly knocked on the door and asked to come in and shower with me. I felt a little embarrassed. I was prepared for this, but I also didn't know why I should refuse. In the end, I accepted gently, as always. In a matter of seconds, the owner entered completely dressed only in her own clothes. My eyes widened and I had to catch my breath. I was already nervous, watching her remove her top, but seeing her walk in completely naked made me even more nervous. And believe me, I couldn't tear my gaze off that scene. My eyes were fixed on her. Now she wasn't wearing a single garment, openly showing off that area that caught my attention. But that wasn't all, of course, showering completely, and then I saw her taking off the matching bottoms, and I had to tear my gaze off the beauty she was showing me. If I kept staring, my heart would definitely explode. The taller one came up behind me and rested her chin on my shoulder. The tip of her nose touched my cheek, and her warm breath made my insides flutter. Then a sweet voice said, "We're so alike, aren't we? You took everything off in front of me, and I only glanced at you a little. It's not just about looking." This time, Day kissed my cheek and stepped back with a smiling smile. You were talking about how worried you were if we do that on the first night. How did you know? I saw you secretly liking a bunch of videos on social media. Right, I forgot we knew each other's secret accounts. I was so shocked I covered my mouth with both hands. Since last night, I've been on the app looking for videos because I wanted to find new ideas for our activities to make sure everything went well, but I completely forgot about the likes. So why keep trying to hide something if she already knew from the start? While my mind was still racing, Day's whisper in my ear only confused me more. Don't worry, I still have plenty of energy to do it. In everyday life, she's a beautiful woman with a sweet smile and a kind personality that perfectly complements the soft rose perfume she always wears. Her smile is enchanting, her voice is soft and captivating. Even her shy moments, when she's not being sincere, are adorable. But in bed, she's a completely different person. Remember when I asked you something silly the first time? I need to take off my top. It was so out of context, but she was so focused that she didn't even respond with words. Instead, she simply came closer and took it off without hesitation. And as the following scenes unfolded, I learned that it's part of her personality. When she's excited, she gets so caught up in the moment that even if she makes a funny face, she can easily bring me back to reality. And that night was no different. The exhaustion of moving to the new place didn't affect her at all, despite her being the primary responsible for organizing everything. Meanwhile, I barely had time to adjust to the new, more spacious room. It was a proper apartment, because after showering and changing to my pajamas, I turned around and saw her beautiful face sitting on the bed with a sweet smile and a look full of intent. "Come on," she said, patting the bed gently. "Day, was this the main reason you wanted to move here?" "Not really, but let's say 50%. So half of her is romantic and delicate, and the other half is like this. We've been dating for a year now, so I shouldn't be surprised," I said teasingly, and I started brushing my hair again, putting on a little show to make her even more impatient. After about 3 minutes, I finally approached the bed and sat down where she had lightly bumped me. Before I could say anything else, I opened my mouth, and at the same time, the older woman hugged me until I finally landed on top of her. "Are you doing this, Jane? Can I continue?" "If you do, I'm going to bite you." I grimaced, but Day laughed softly, clearly enjoying the joke. Her hands slid under my shirt, and she began to gently explore. "You're tickling me," but at the same time, it felt so good that I simply pressed my lips together and let her take control, as we always did in moments like this. In the next videos, we'll continue with more spoilers. Take care and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, welcome. We'll continue with the spoiler for the GL Like a Palette series, so maybe I should stop worrying about everyday things and focus on change and whether I'll be able to sleep tonight. The thing is, even though we'd done it before, it wasn't very often. Probably because after the first 2 times, she was really busy with work, and when my comics started to become popular, so was I. So we didn't have many opportunities to sleep in our own rooms. And besides, it wasn't always for that reason when we slept together. Many times we were so tired that we just passed out. But now, starting today, we'll sleep in the same bed every night. We'll make up and see each other's faces. We'll be in each other's eyes.